Hello guys, and welcome to another zerg tutorial by Blade. This is going to be zerg vs terran vs Hashe, I don't remember how to say his name, QuanticHashe, and me. This is going to be a zerg vs terran on Ohana, and he's going to be going Mech, and I'm going to be showcasing how to fight Mech. So without further ado, let's begin. Now, fighting Mech is very interesting. It's a lot different than playing Bio, especially dealing with certain timings that they can do before broodlords and whatnot. It's a lot harder to attack into a Terran due to bot if they go Mech. You normally want to try to get their army unsieged in the middle of the map, flanking maneuvers, and try to get broodlords out as fast as possible. Unless they stay 2-base, then you just want to get heavy Roachling, Bane, and then just go for a flank. I fight Mech with more... I use Roachling Bane, obviously. Different control groups for flanking purposes. And I do get Infestors and I get Neural Parasite. Now, while Neural Parasite still sucks compared to what it used to, it's actually pretty good versus Mech, as this game will show. But this game will also show how to recognize when you can be aggressive versus a Terran. as I'll point out later in this game. He makes very obvious that I can do some aggression that I do, and yeah, you'll see that. So, droning scouting as normal on 10. This is to see possible 2-racks, gas timings, see what I need to expect. Obviously, I look at the watchtower to see possible proxy locations. You should probably scout around here, but I don't this game. I've actually never been proxied right here, so I don't know, but I imagine it's pretty good. And as you'll see, I'll see no gas. So, as the normal is nowadays in ZVT, it's 1-racks FE. So I'm not going to drone to 16 because it's possible that he proxied his 2nd-racks. I don't know for sure, but I'm not going to risk it. So I make an extra drone, and I might be greeting at 16, I'm not sure, in this game, but I know I get at least 1 extra than 1, then go my spawning pool. And I control this watchtower so I can see how many SCVs he pulls, if any, or if he sends any Marines across the map. You should always do this. And I'll use this Overlord to see if he's expanding, as he obviously is due to his minerals, but I didn't know that. I can only assume, and you'll notice I see that. Here's a Marine, and and now goes his gas. This is obviously with the new patch with Queen. This is a very recent game. I think this is from the playhem I played him in. So, this isn't that old. And I always transfer about 5 to 6 drones. I don't know what's the best, but that's just what I like to do. As you'll notice, I see the expansion, so I know I'm safe. No reason to... I could probably pull this drone back now, but I just keep it just to see. It's good to be able to see that stuff. And just droning. I do the 4 Queen strategy. It's obviously really good now with the Queen change. Hellions aren't as effective, so you can delay your Roach Warren a little bit. I made these 6 slings to see if I could punish him if he was being greedy, because some Terrans don't even make a bunker until after this, and you can punish it with 6 to 8 lings. That's just something I did this game. As you'll notice, 3rd Queen. Once I start this 4th Queen, I take my gas, as you'll see. Oops. And now I don't believe... Yeah, I haven't scouted anything, so I don't know what he's up to. But he's obviously going to go Reactor Hellion. I'm scouting around, just prodding. I think I overcommit here with my lings, which is something you shouldn't do. I don't even kill this SCV and I lose most of my links. That was dumb. I'm staying on 1 gas until I start my 3rd. And once I start my 3rd, then I get my 2nd and 3rd geyser and 2 evos. Actually, I get my evo before, just in case of Banshee. And I should be... Yep, there's my Roach Warren. I'll explain why I get that in a second, because I'm about to sneeze. Anyway, I still get this because lots of zergs nowadays are skimping on this and dying to Hellions. And it's just dumb. So I always get roaches. They're still great. Get map control. And you'll notice he's going Hellions. And making a second factory, so obviously I haven't scouted this yet, but he is going to go Mech. There's my queens, creep spread. Could be better, but yeah. So there's my third. I should be getting my second and third geysers. Yep, there we go. And since I saw the Hellions, I believe. Actually, yeah, I should have because I had a link here. I'm going to make roaches, as you see, 4 roaches. And as he's actually doing, he's getting blue flame, and he's going to go mass Hellions. But I already have roaches, so this doesn't matter. I'm not going to kill me or anything. Here goes my second Evo. And I should be starting my upgrade soon. Speed, I normally like to get speed first, but you can actually delay it if you go roaches. I mean, as you see, there's the Hellions, he's massing them up, he's getting his third CC, so he's being super greedy. And I do see this, not yet, I'll pinpoint when I do, but I do see this, and I do punish him for it, as you'll see later. So my creep spread's being, could be better, a lot better, but again, not the focus of this game. And as you'll notice, carapace melee, and then I go lair. I get my lair a little late this game, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. I should be focusing these rocks soon. I should have done it earlier, but oh well. You do want to destroy these rocks as soon as possible, especially if you have idle units, just because you want to be able to get to your third and natural faster. And I throw down the baneling nest. I still don't know for sure what he's doing. I can only assume, because he normally goes bio versus me. This is the first game he's gone Mech versus me out of the latter games we played. So I was not expecting Mech, but it doesn't matter. But I did see blue flame, which is obviously a big indicator. Once my lair finishes, I make an overseer and I scout his base. Because I noticed he made a ton of Hellions, which makes me realize he had to have delayed siege tanks, he had to have delayed Thors, and I scout this to see exactly what he has soon, and then I punish him, because I realize I can. He took a fast third, siege mode hasn't even started yet, and I had a feeling I had a timing I could do damage. Fortunately, roaches are still slow. Lair just finished, and I should be making that overseer any second now. I can't remember which overlord I do it then. And as you'll see, I should be getting my infestate. There's that. Should always get that as soon as lair finishes. In there. Now I got my overseer, and I scout everything. And I mean, his third's super greedy. I don't know if I don't think I saw it yet, but I don't think I even saw that expansion. But I do notice he does take his third with this Ling. You should always be scouting that and have that at the third. So I see he just took it. See all the factories. And he's just not starting Thor production. But I'm starting a bunch of Roach production. Because again, he made a lot of Hellions. His tech had to have been delayed. There's no way he could have too many tanks and Thors. And I scout this, and I see only 2 tanks, and that's when I decide to be aggressive. Just I see that. There's just Thor's just now coming out, and I push soon. I think I push right now. Yep. So I see a timing, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go for it. I make spines, because I don't want his blue flame Hellions to run by and kill me or do a ton of damage. So see there's some banelings, because he just left himself so wide open. So if you see a timing like that, if you see lack of units, you can punish him, especially when they take a third this fast, and I do. He can't really engage this. I have too many roaches. And I actually do, this is worth it, and as you'll notice what I do in a second. I pull back, banelings, kill the SCVs. That puts me even further ahead. Kill his tank, kill the Thor. Now I can't kill him right now. It looks like I can. I have reinforcements incoming. I should have taken my 4th right now, but I didn't. I do take it in a minute. And then right here I take a little more damage than I should have, and I pull back. Delay the 3rd, kill the refineries, and I'm ahead now. My 4th is a little bit delayed, as you can see, but it should have been down sooner, but not the biggest deal. Again, I took out a lot of SCVs. I take out both of his refineries, if I recall, and he's left now back on 2 bases, and I'm going to have a 4th. I go Hive, 2-2 on the way, and I'm going to be going in Broodlords. I burrow this to annoy him so that he can't just land it immediately and has to waste a scan. He doesn't know I'm teching. Creep spread's okay, but should have been going this whole time. And you'll notice I have a lot of money saved up. It's because I know I have a good timing. I know I should be able to get Infestors in time. Or, Broodlords in time, my bad. Neural Parasite. Getting Infestors. I should have him soon. Surprised I made them so late this game, but I know why. So, I mean, I delayed his push by a good amount, so he does get his 3rd base going again. He has to rebuild the refineries. And I'm in a super good position. Hive finishes. Finish this. Start my Greater Spire. Mining on 4 bases. And yep. Creep spread's going okay. Again, I kind of forget about it, which is bad. This is just one of those games where you just kind of forget about it. Where you do a ton of damage and you're like, okay, I'm ahead. You don't want to get complacent with that and just let yourself blow the lead. So don't be like, okay, I'm ahead, I can relax now. Don't ever do that. That'll cost you many games. I'm obviously not doing that. I'm just, again, saving my money for Broodlords. Got Infestors. And he's obviously going to do a push before Broodlords, or at least attempt to. But seriously, my early game damage really slowed down his push. Slowed down his economy. So, I mean, this gave me a lot of time to prepare. This gave me more time than normal. Making spines at my 4th. Leaving a couple roaches here. Infestors, saving energy for Neural. In case he pushes, you know. Because, again, Neural Parasite, it's not as good as it used to be, but it's actually still pretty good. And there's he's just trying to harass with Hellions. Delay my creep. I have that roach there so I know when he takes it. Ling there so I can, again, just delay it so he can't just land it immediately. And now here come Broodlords. He's going to try to take his 4th. But since he's not really prepared for Broodlords too much, he's not going to be able to really get this 4th. So here comes his push. Oh, as you'll notice, I'm taking my 5th. Have Broodlords on the way. I think I'm about to have 7. Yep. I don't like the double spire method. I know it's very popular right now, but that's just a lot of gas to me. It feels like, I mean, that's 400 plus upgrades. I do like to get upgrades. I don't think I do this game because I was so confident I was going to win, which again is bad. But I was just so confident that I didn't bother to get spire upgrades. But I just don't like the double spire method. I just feel like that's so much gas that you can use on more Broodlords and Infestors. I don't know, obviously that way's probably better, but I just don't like it. I'm making Banelings for the Hellions or possible SCV repair. That's why the Banelings are pretty effective, and I pull this over here to delay his 4th. And he's going to engage. So I'm going to mention a mistake. I shouldn't have engaged right here, and they did clump up. But it works out for me because I am really far ahead. There's no way he was going to beat me in this game unless I really fucked up. But I should have engaged more over here, because over here was kind of made it harder for me to engage with my Roach Lane with Broodlords over here. But in general, it doesn't matter. As you'll notice, I'm making a ton of units. He does kill this army. Mass Thors are actually pretty good against Broodlords, especially when they're clumped up and you don't have enough Broodlords to take control. And I engaged badly again. I shouldn't have engaged right there. It allowed them to just get free reign and hard to get my ground army. But again, it doesn't matter. I'm remaxed already. I stopped his third and fourth with a group of roaches, so his attack is all in. I don't even think I needed the broodlords for this part of the battle. And here comes the extra broodlords. Kill his army, keep my fourth. Most important aspect is the gas. I mean, I stopped his mining here for a long time. His fourth isn't going. So, he's kind of boned. He has no economy. His economy's just trashed. And just remaking a ton of units. And going to go kill him now. I'm on 5 gas. He's on, look, no refinery. So he's on like 4 refineries. And then I just attack. And this is a bad engagement by my lings, but it just didn't matter. It's just nothing he could do. He just was up behind the whole game due to my scouting and being able to react. And he's just kind of hoping he can survive, but he can't. There's just no way. I'm ahead by 100 food. Ton of units incoming. And yep. So my creep spread again could be better. In general, this game is a very effective way of fighting mech, is you do want to go for flanks. Me attacking right here, I actually could have done a flanking maneuver, and that would have been better than what I did this game. And I have another game that I will be releasing this week. I'm going to be releasing 2 of these videos showcasing me versus Mech, and it's going to be versus House again, except it's going to show a different style, mutiling roach. I don't remember if I got banelings that game, but on Shakurs, and it's just as effective as you'll see, and I'll showcase that later this week. And again, I win, and there we go, GG. Just Neural Parasite is actually pretty useful versus Mech, believe it or not, and this is just one style, or, you know, I always go Roachling Bane with Infestors and then into Broodlords. That is what I always do. I always use flanking. I think it's the best way to fight it. But there are other ways, kind of. I kind of like the actual mutiling Roach also. If you have your mutas not clumped up and you go over Thors, and then with your Roach you can actually do a ton of damage. Just keep massing mutas, and I'll showcase that next. I like both styles. That's just the styles I use. And yeah, that's about it. So I will be releasing another mech video, which sometime this week, probably tomorrow maybe. We'll see. And yep, that's about it. So if you'd like to follow me on Twitter, Blade555, or catch me when I'm streaming. I try to stream every day during the week. Weekends are tough due to work, but Twitch TV, Blade55555. 5 5s. And thanks for watching, guys. Peace.